Hey, just a quick disclaimer about this episode. I screwed the pooch on this one. We had the wonderful Jordy McNeil on as our first guest, and I screwed my own audio over. I'm a bit quieter than the others, and also I kind of cut in and out every once in a while. Tried my best to fix it, but it's still pretty noticeable. Still, this episode is great, and it is absolutely worth a listen. So enjoy. Okay, so we're in Indiana. We're in different parts of Indiana. Where are you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm from Illinois.
Okay.
So are you guys from Indiana?
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
Okay, so you're fellow Midwesterners.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I'm from Illinois. I'm living in Salt Lake City right now.
No freaking way.
Okay.
Oh my
Way.
gosh. Our friend Jeremy, he's a Latter-day Saint. So he had his mission.
Oh,
Yeah, he had his mission in oh, where was it? It was St. George, I want to say.
okay.
Yeah. So like southern Utah, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, I am not a Latter-day Saint,
Yeah.
but there are many here.
Yeah.
The epicenter, some may say.
Oh wait, do you guys have like sodies? Like the soda pop stores?
Oh, yeah, the soda, like the soda shops.
That is crazy.
Yes,
Are
it
they
is
good?
insane. They're so good. I was judging, especially like before I moved here. I moved here because like one of my best friends lives here. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'll move there, whatever. Sure. But I would judge on TikTok because I was on like Utah
Yeah.
TikTok for a little bit.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they doing? Like this doesn't look good. They're putting creamer
Yeah.
in like Dr. Pepper. And then I tried it and I'm like, I take it all back. This is so good.
Oh my God. I'm
So
curious because it's like from what I've seen, and I've seen the TikToks you're talking about because it's just
yeah.
like four different sodas mixed together with like hazelnut creamer and like
Yes.
different syrups and stuff. And it's like, I don't know if I could do, and it's like in these big old 64-ounce cups and that kind of thing. I don't know if I could do that, but now I'm kind of curious.
I know. I was like, I don't know, I'll try it because I like visited here first. And then
Yeah.
I was like, okay,
Yep.
y'all have been onto something and you haven't shared. I guess we do like for in the rest of the world, there's so many coffee shops here, but it is like Salt Lake City is much more of like a city than like
Yeah.
I think the rest of Utah has those soda shops are like what people use
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
coffee shops. But there's
Hmm.
some creative drinks.
Yes.
It gets crazy.
Do you
But
have a favorite, like a go-to?
oh,
I love me like an orange crush type of or an orange creamsicle type of drink.
That sounds
It's
good.
so good. I think it's literally called like orange creamsicle.
yeah.
There's one like just down the road from here.
Oh my gosh.
It literally feels like jet fuel, but I'm like I could feel like my body being like, what is going on? But it tastes so good.
Yeah, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth the
Um,
questionable.
yeah.
See,
A lot of people love like a Diet Coke with like coconut cream
mhm.
and like lime flavoring.
Oh,
And I'm not a like Diet Coke type of
yeah.
girly, but that is also really good.
I'm sure. Did you?
Hmm.
Okay, this is a stupid fact. I don't know why I know. Did you know that Coke is actually a lemon lime soda that is just spiced? It is a spiced lemon lime soda. So it's like cinnamon and clove and nutmeg and all these different spices in a normal ass lemon lime soda. It's crazy. So like it goes really well with like
Whoa.
citrusy. Yeah,
That is so interesting. So it's kind of like a Sprite with some spice in it.
yeah, yeah. And it, like if you really think about it while you drink Coke, you can kind of taste it. Like it's hiding behind the spices. But
Whoa.
yeah, next time you drink Coke, try that. It's crazy.
Okay. Maybe that'll change my mind because I'm
Yeah.
a Sprite girl. I love Sprite. And I would have thought that Sprite was spicier than Coke.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And
It,
now it maybe my whole world's getting shifted and
for
tilted.
real, for real. It was crazy.
Hmm.
I didn't believe it at first until I actually like tried, and then like if you really ponder,
Whoa. Okay, I'll ponder next time.
Yes, yes, and get back to us. Let us
Yeah,
know.
I'll let you know immediately.
Yeah.
I'll send a review, a
like
taste test.
like while we do this interview, you just drive to like a Sodi and like
Yeah, I'm on the way.
yeah.
I'm going to the soda shop.
So for those who don't know, for our listeners, welcome to Reality with Us. I'm Gabriel,
I'm Ben.
and that is Jordy of
Bye.
Jordy McNeil, which is a very talented YouTuber that we are thankful that is joining us for today. have some like nerdy interview, like basic ass questions for you.
Okay, perfect.
First one is completely equipment related. Like, what camera, what mic? I have to know.
Yeah. So I always like get timid about saying what camera because I by trade am a videographer.
Oh.
So I'm like, people like this is such a non-requirement, the camera, because I literally use a green screen.
Yeah.
But I have a Sony A7S III, which was like my dream camera.
Yeah.
So I'm also a camera nerd. So I have a Sony A7S III, yeah.
So I used to try to be a tech YouTuber, and
Me too.
no, for real. No, because I'd watch MKBHD and I'd be like, this man knows what's going on. So I'd like buy a bunch of equipment. I have a Lumix G7, so it's like
okay
4K 30, but it's 4/3. It's nothing special. But still, it's like, you know, that's as best as I can get with my budget. But yeah, like I tried to do this whole tech YouTuber thing, so I always want to know about like gear and stuff. But yeah, I dreamed about shooting Sony. And I dreamed about trying Canon because I know everybody shoots with Canon. Everybody does. But yeah.
Yeah. I also love cameras.
Yeah.
It was like my dream camera for so long. I had an A7 III, Sony A7 III for a really long time, and then my job literally just gave us a Sony A7S III. So I was like, hell yeah. I'm using this for my YouTube videos.
Yeah, for real. Oh my god.
And then I use usually a 24-70 2.8 lens. It's a Sigma, not the Sony G Master. I'm not rolling in it like that yet. But it does the job. Yeah. And then the microphone I use is it's a Shure, like I don't know the number. It's like 60.
Yeah.
I know there's like a 58. It's like it's not SM. Maybe it's SM58, and then I think I have an SM60.
Okay.
And I record into Zoom H4n.
Okay, so you have like
Pro.
an entire audio interface in it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I have. It's just so funny because
Nano over.
it's just so funny because it's like it's so not required for the videos that I make. It's like over the top.
It is fun.
It's so fun. I love equipment so much. So I'm so fast.
It's like, oh, my channel would be better if I did this. I gotta get an audio interface.
Yeah, audio is like so important. So yeah, and those mics are so cheap.
Really?
Yes, I think they're like $60. I want to say.
Whoa. And
yeah.
Your audio's great. So yeah, damn.
Thanks.
Yeah. Ben, do you want to ask what our planned icebreaker question was?
Yes. So we do have a little bit of an icebreaker, and this falls back to our latest Reality with the Twist episode where we debated what the scariest Halloween icon is. And it's between ghosts, vampires, mummies, and werewolves. What is your take? If you had to pick one of those.
Yeah.
That's typical because I love Twilight. So vampires, I love them. So I'm not really scared of them. I was an Edward girl. Yeah, Team Edward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Werewolves, I don't also think I'm like terrified of, like the concept of them.
Yeah.
And it was mummies or ghosts?
Yes.
Okay, well, okay. I really liked the movie. Have you guys ever seen the movie Under Wraps?
I actually have not.
No.
On Disney Channel? I love that movie. It's from like the 90s.
Oh, wow.
It's so good.
Okay. This is a quick interjection. Are you Gen Z or a millennial?
This is so interesting. I was born in 1996.
Okay.
So technically I think I am like a millennial. A lot of people are like, oh, there's like a cusp. It's hard because I think it depends for people born in like maybe like 1995 to 1998.
Yeah.
If you like grew up on the internet or not, I think that determines a lot.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm a child of the internet, so I feel like a lot of like my humor and like my interests align a lot with Gen Z. Yeah. But there's some millennial traits in me for sure. And it comes out,
The fun-
unfortunately. And I feel it. I feel her in me.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed of, but like
Yeah,
it's just a different side because the thing is like if you go on like millennial TikTok, they're so unaware of like what they're doing.
yes.
So
I
it's like
want to be like that though.
yeah, it's kind of like a blissful ignorance in a way.
Yes.
But like
What are you guys?
I O2, so I'm a Z, but like
Oh, okay.
if anything, I acted more millennial when I was younger, if that makes sense. Like it was
Yeah.
more so like after I hit high school and college, that I started having like a kind of crappy sense of humor that's more Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm same here. We're both Gen Z. And honestly, that was just making me wonder what's the new generation? Like what's going on right
Oh,
now
I
with
think it's Alpha.
that's
yeah.
right,
They're
Alpha.
Yeah. So they
Which is such a funny name.
yeah, they went right back to the beginning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're getting into like that's the whole the whole sticking out your gat for the Rizzler. That is apparently
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. Oh, I don't want to miss your question though, because something about
Oh,
me is
yeah.
I'm going to forget what I was talking about.
Right,
So
yeah,
I would have
okay.
to say ghosts. I'm terrified of ghosts. That was like
Okay.
something I was scared of when I was a child. Like just the concept of something that's there that I don't know is there
fair.
is
Mm,
scary to me. I'd
that's
say that
understandable.
probably.
Yeah, that's a I'm mummies. I'm team mummy.
Oh, you're team mummy.
Yeah, because it's like it's my argument during the episode was like it's real. Like it's the only guaranteed real thing.
Okay.
Like no matter what, their mummies are a thing. Like you know, right? But they don't really do much.
Yeah. They aren't like, yeah, it's like they'll if they could come back, like what are they gonna do?
Yeah, and like the mummy's curse thing when they found Tutankhamun, that
Oh,
I kind of lean on
true.
that.
That is true.
Ghost is
Okay.
fair. You chose the only person who wasn't there for our podcast. He made like he was Team Ghost, and he made like recordings beforehand to play it on the podcast. You are
He's setting up his argument.
yes.
Yeah. Apparently it worked.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
All right. That's fair.
So getting back into like the actual like interviewee part, I really like your format, and like you're a relatively new YouTuber, like at least on this channel.
Mhm.
You mentioned you had a tech phase. What were your previous projects? Like, do you have any previous projects you'd like to go into, or is that somewhere you wouldn't really want to turn?
I think that's such a funny question because I have had probably like 20 YouTube channels in my lifetime. Like since I like discovered YouTube when I was like 8
Yeah.
because a girl in my class was talking about this like Happy Feet remix video.
Oh my
And I was like, I gotta remember this, youtube.com. Go home and was like, oh, this is exactly what I need to be doing.
gosh.
And I was just making videos. I had a tech channel
Mhm.
and I could send you the link.
Please.
I had this one video, so I didn't have like cool technology. I simply just had like I had US Cellular, so they didn't
Oh.
have any cool phones. But I did an unboxing video for this one phone called the Motorola Crush,
Rush.
and it got like I think it got like 13,000 views or something,
Damn.
and I was featured in an article.
No.
Like
wow.
my parents had no clue what I was doing in my room or like on the like family computer. Like they bought me a flip video camera and they
Yeah.
were like, sure, use that. I don't know. I was so unsupervised.
Yeah. Oh, same here.
Yeah. So yeah, the tech channel was a really like that was like my claim to fame for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I love and miss that channel.
Yes. So we were kind of similar but exactly opposite. I didn't have anything when I was doing my tech channel because I was in like late middle school, early high school. So, like,
Yeah.
when my mom got a new phone, I'd be like, "Can I do an unboxing of it on my YouTube channel?"
Yeah.
And like the thing is, some of them actually got like more views than I ever wanted them to get. Like my most popular one, and this is horrible. It's such a horrible video, but it has like 160,000 views on it. And
No way.
yeah, and it's so bad. It's so bad. I didn't have like a fluid head tripod, but I tried to do these panning shots so you just see like as I panned across. Let me see. It's a review of a Dell Inspiron 3000.
No way. The
100
Dell computers ran my life.
Yes. It's all I could afford and it's all I needed.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'd be playing The Sims on one of those, and it sounded
Mhm.
like it would literally be taking
Yeah.
flight. Like I was
Mhm.
putting that thing through it.
For real, for real. I'd play like any free games I could get on Steam.
Yeah.
But okay, so tech channel, are there any others you want to talk about?
I had a gymnastics channel. I
Oh.
wasn't doing gymnastics. I was doing like cartwheels on my grass, and it was a gymnastics channel I had with my friend.
Oh my gosh.
What else? I had like a before this channel, I had a channel where I tried to do vlogs, but people were like, I don't know, no one likes to watch a vlog of someone they don't really care about.
Yeah.
Like that's fair.
Fair. Yeah.
Um, I did like a video of like my room transformation on that channel. That was like that's the video that's like done the best for me.
Yeah.
And what else have I done? Oh, I had a Sims channel. I was just recording my Sims and like making stories. Did you guys ever watch those? I was so into like the lore of like people would create with
Yes.
their Sims. There'd be like whole stories and
Mhm.
like you'd have to try out for like they do voiceover for the Sims. I
Oh
like
wow.
remember like auditioning for different like
No
Sims
way.
like series.
I didn't even I was about to say like, oh yeah, because like Dan TDM had like a Sim series and like
Yeah.
Easy Game Reviews did like Sims reviews and I love those. I didn't know there were actual like story based YouTube
Like
channels.
yes, there was some deep cuts with the like Sims community and they're like the girlies were going hard. They were just creating entire like films with using The Sims.
Oh my
I
god.
also had a music video channel. There was a
Oh,
time period on YouTube where doing like stop motion music videos was really popular.
stop motion.
Makeup channel. Can I do
Oh,
makeup like that? No. But I was like, hey, everyone's making YouTube
for
videos here.
real.
I would do like elf unboxings or like elf like hauls because that's like was the cheapest brand.
And it's like I would watch that kind of thing. Unbox like anything that I don't own, seeing somebody else open it, I'm
Yes.
there. Like
I want to see that opened up
yes.
and I'm gonna watch it.
That is my number. I want to
Um,
see it in the box at the beginning of the video and out of the box at the end.
yes. Yep, I miss unboxings. They're not as popular anymore.
Uh,
That's just a few of them off the top of my head.
fair.
There's some deep lore within YouTube. This is
Um,
just my latest installment, this
yes,
channel.
yes. But Ben, do you want to get into your old channel, or would you rather not touch on that?
My old channel.
Yeah.
I mean, since you brought it up, I might as well. I mean, I feel like everybody tried something out on YouTube, like as a kid. I can't even really say kid. It was middle school, but me and one of my friends, who's actually it's the Latter-day Saint that we were talking about earlier. His name is Jeremy. He and I created a like comedy skit YouTube channel, and just used our phones for everything. Like for audio, if we wanted music, we would record on one phone and then have like YouTube playing a song on the other and just hold it next to
Oh,
the
that's
camera.
so innovative.
It didn't sound good though.
The effect was amazing.
It was yeah, no, it was pretty bad. And then it was really fun to make the videos and then watch them back.
Yeah.
But then people at school started finding out about it and like talking about it, like, hey, I watched your latest video on your skit channel, and I would get so embarrassed.
Oh, that is the worst.
Mm.
Like that is the how did they find it? That's happened to me before.
I feel like I probably told a close friend, and then
Yeah.
that close friend
Oh,
told
it
people.
spread.
Yeah.
And knowing Jeremy, he was a little social butterfly, so you know he was advertising that shit. He was going around to everybody.
There's always one.
Yeah, for real. So, since this is your latest project, this channel, what kind of led you to wanting to do like mostly movie reviews, and especially movie reviews that are like kind of like, I guess, a very specific genre, like early 2000s ish, like girl focused movies? Like what led you
Yeah.
to that?
Yeah, I have always been a really nostalgic person, I feel like.
Mhm.
I love like diving into my childhood just because I was such a weird kid. Like really, like the things I got into, I was like, I don't even know how I just felt like I was just floating through life and
Yeah,
I was just finding the weirdest things.
for real.
Hmm.
And like I was actually on TikTok one day and I was really trying to think of a new YouTube channel that I wanted to do that was more like I guess top like it had a topic, which would be like movies, whatever,
Yeah.
nostalgic, whatever. And I remember on TikTok one day I saw a clip of this old Bratz movie that I completely forgot about. Like I watched it maybe once and forgot about it. But when I was watching the clip on TikTok, I was like, this is so weird. Like the fact that I was and many other people were consuming this,
Yeah, yeah.
like our adolescent brains were watching this.
Mhm.
It makes so much sense why we are the way we are. And I was just like, okay, this is what I want to be talking about.
Mhm.
Like, why we are the way we are.
Yeah.
Like, because of the media we consumed.
Mhm.
So I like found it on YouTube. The whole movie's on YouTube, and I like watched it, and I was like, I need to talk about
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
And so I like made the first video, and I honestly didn't think it was gonna get any views because I was used to my videos never getting any views. Um, and then it got a good amount, and I was like, okay, this is working. I need to hop on this.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I love making these videos
Yeah,
and talking about these things. So I just kept making them.
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first one my girlfriend and I watched. I think we watched it like maybe 2 months after it released. Um,
Okay.
and like we really liked your content. And then like as we watched more of your videos, we like I realized I've never been exposed to these movies before in my entire life. But then
Yeah.
she'll be like, "Oh yeah, I totally watched that movie as a kid." So it's just like the divide between like I guess young boys and young girls. Just like I
Yeah.
wasn't even aware that this movie, like the I think the Tinkerbell movie, I was completely unaware that it existed. I was like, "Oh, nobody would watch that." But no, apparently
Yeah.
it was pretty culturally relevant to girls, I
Yeah.
guess. But
Yeah.
so
That's so true. It's like I don't know what I guess young boys were really watching. And I feel like young boys don't really know what like unless you had like brothers and sisters and stuff or whatever. Like sometimes there's like people would guys would comment, "Oh, my sister loved this and I secretly really liked it too," or something, which is really funny. But it's like yeah, it's interesting because I feel like we don't like dive back into what were we watching
yeah, yeah.
as kids.
Because it's like my entire childhood was Anna music, and like Courage the Cowardly Dog and SpongeBob, and like
Oh, that's a good
yeah, like
combo though.
I didn't really like I don't know because I have 2 older sisters and an older brother, um,
Okay.
and like I loved playing. There was one Barbie game that my sister had on our like family PC that I secretly loved playing. But other than that,
Yeah.
I was never exposed to anything like that, and it was just really interesting. But I know like the process for making one of these videos has to be quite long. But like, what
Mm.
is the longest? Like, whether it's scripting, watching the movie, finding the movie to watch, editing, filming. What's the longest part of your process? Would you say?
Mm. Definitely editing.
Mhm.
Um, that's always just it always takes so much longer than I think
Yeah.
it's going to take too. Especially like right now, I'm kind of still figuring out like what works best to me in terms of like the process and the format. If it means like watching the video and then like just typing out like what I think as I'm watching it, kind of like not commentary in real time, but just sort of like what I'm thinking
Yeah.
Hmm.
and then kind of just talking on the mic
Yeah.
without like really a script. I'm just sort of talking off the cuff. That
Okay.
doesn't require a lot of like time
Yeah.
beforehand. Does mean that the editing is going to take way longer.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Um,
Absolutely.
so with the Tinkerbell video, I actually had more of like a script that I followed,
Okay.
which made the editing way lighter, but obviously the time was more heavy on the like writing side and the structuring of the video and stuff. because usually I will structure the video in the edit.
Okay.
But it's always editing. Editing just takes so long, but I love editing.
What do you edit with? Like what program?
Premiere Pro.
I need to I I go to Ball State, and through my university I have all Adobe access, but I'm so
Oh,
used to using
nice.
this stupid, do you know Blender, the 3D animation software? It has
Yes.
a really rudimentary editing software, but I'm so used to it because I've used it for so long that
No
I
way.
can't quit it. Yeah, it's like it's good enough, barely good enough. And I
Yeah.
know I know the macros and everything for it, so I can't get myself to stop. But
Mm.
I downloaded Premiere. I need to start using Premiere.
Yeah, I feel like once you have like the basics of um like editing concepts,
Yeah.
the hardest part is like getting the like keys, like the keystrokes, whatever that you
Yeah.
need to like that is like annoying because if I had to use another program outside of Premiere, it'd be which I sometimes use CapCut for certain things.
Fair.
But it's like so difficult to like because I have the process, so I understand that. That's
Yeah.
like so hard to like just switch it over because you're like, I'm so used to it
I
though.
know. Yeah, seriously. Um,
Yeah, I do love Premiere though.
okay. Because I need to get my because I tried to open it on my computer the other day and tried to edit the latest podcast with it, but it's just like nope, not ready to jump in
Yeah, not yet.
yet. um so okay, this is kind of random, but like so through your content, I see a little bit of what I see in a lot of like popular commentary channels. Do you
Mm.
take inspiration from any specific commentary YouTubers or just YouTubers in general, or is it really just mostly your own thing?
Oh, 1,000%.
Okay,
Like my favorite YouTubers are like I love Curtis Connor.
same,
I love Danny Gonzalez.
same,
I love Drew Gooden.
same.
I love them. I love Mike's Mike.
Mike's
I
I'm
love Mike's Mike makes incredible commentary videos. And he also does videos on like movie reviews on like kind of early 2000 stuff
okay,
too.
Hmm.
I love his delivery.
okay.
I
Dang,
take a lot of my editing inspiration from Nikki Jakey. I don't know if you guys have watched him.
I have heard, but I have not. Let me see. I know who he is.
He talks mostly about video games, but I
Okay,
absolutely love the way he makes his videos. So I feel like I take inspiration. Also, like I love Brittany Broski. Um,
I gotta look her up too.
I oh my gosh, Brittany Broski, she's incredible. Like she's not necessarily a commentary YouTuber, but
Yeah.
I just love her.
Oh, yeah, she's on TikTok, isn't she?
Yes,
Yes. Okay,
yes.
I totally know her. Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I take like pieces, whether that's like structure or editing,
Mhm.
like inspiration from a bunch of different
Right.
YouTubers that I love. Cody Ko, I love, of course.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, yeah, those are probably the main ones that I'm watching right now. It always is like a
Fair.
cycle.
Yeah, I Drew Gooden was my first, and I love his editing style. He has a very like
Yes.
because like although they're like the same genre, Curtis Connor, Drew Gooden, and Danny Gonzalez have such different editing styles.
Yes.
Because Curtis Connor's like ADHD, like random crap all the time,
Yes.
but
Yes.
like I don't know, it's just it makes such a big difference. So I'm glad you because that was my next question. Who do you get your editing inspiration from?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so what time are we at? I gotta see. Oh crap. Okay, we gotta move on. So
He's cooking. He's
yeah.
cooking.
Last question. This one's for both of you guys. If you could have one ability of any animal on Earth, what would it be?
Ooh. Oh.
Um,
I would love to have a hawk's wings.
Oh, okay.
hmm.
I'd love to just be able to like coast in
Fair.
the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's hard to beat. I was going to say like just any fish, like ability to swim, but
Mm.
I have kind of a little bit of a fear of the ocean and like the things that lurk in it. So I don't think I would want to spend much time down underwater.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. I guess That is a tough one. Maybe just like a gorilla's ability to like. I want to be like a gorilla because for one, they're really strong, and two, they can climb and swing from trees a little. Well, I don't know if they swing as much, but climb and jump from tree to tree. Um, and also just very
That's a
strong.
really good
That
one.
is.
Yeah.
That is. I think I'd have to go with bird too, or maybe like a hummingbird because they like float. Yeah,
Mm.
maybe a hummingbird. I don't know. But and then I want to. Do you? I don't want to hold you up. Do you have anywhere to be? Because we're about to get into the learning part of the
No,
episode.
totally.
Okay.
Of
Cool.
course.
All right, so that transitions me very nicely into the learning part of the episode, which is the weirdest animal superpowers. And this is going
Whoa.
to be a quiz. Jordy, you are going to be against Ben, and
Oh God.
the winner of this quiz will have the opportunity to win this wonderful. I put it in the chat. This wonderful picture of Ben's face on a T-shirt.
Whoa.
Yeah. That is what that's what you guys are playing for. So Ben, you
All
can
right.
either win yourself, or Jordy, you can win a souvenir.
All right.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right, here come the questions. This mammal utilizes a trick where they can shed their tails or entire chunks of their skin to be rid of a predator and then grow it back. This mammal. The answers choices are A, the sandbar deer, B, the spiny mouse, C, the pale-throated sloth, or D, the long-tailed chinchilla.
What?
Yeah, I made it like impossible. There's no.
Is it like a trick question?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. Do we vote? Like, how are we voting? Do I go first, or
Anybody?
does Ben go first, or we just go what we're
when
thinking?
You're ready. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I'm gonna say the mouse.
Spiny mouse. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was the first one? No, it was the deer, wasn't it?
Sandbar deer. Yeah.
I'm gonna say the pale-throated sloth.
The pale-throated sloth. Okay, so we do have one person with a point, and Jordy, you are taking an early lead because it is the spiny mouse.
Whoa.
Spiny mice have extremely weak skin to where even if they are handled, it can fall off just from holding them. But they can do something not a lot of mammals can do, and that is regrow entire chunks of skin and their tail in only 3 days. And that's pretty insane considering they can lose up to 60% of their skin on their backs in like a predatory situation. So they could just 3 days later have fully new skin. And
Wow.
From what I could find, they can do this because they have like not that much holding their skin to their body other than their little fur. So like it just falls off essentially because there's nothing binding it. And as for it growing back, that's something that only for mammals that's super rare. That's really only spiny mice can do that.
Okay, I have kind of a question.
Yes.
What predatory situation would make one want to shed their 60% of their skin?
I mean,
like, how does that increase your survival chances?
I'm thinking like if you're like, oh, I got you, and then you could be like, no, you don't, and then you just like run away and your skin falls.
Oh, okay.
Life or death.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you probably scare the predator. You know, they'd be like, what the hell is wrong with this thing?
Okay.
That's my best guess. So are you guys ready for question 2 of 4?
Yeah.
Okay. This sea creature not only can theoretically live forever, it can actually age backwards. A is the Turritopsis jellyfish. B is the button lobster. C is the Greenland shark. Or D is none of the above. This is impossible.
Oh man.
But buzz in when you have an answer.
I'm gonna buzz.
Okay.
And say the jellyfish.
Okay.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
You guys both saying jellyfish?
I was gonna also say jellyfish.
Okay, both of you guys got a point.
Wow.
I was hoping to throw you guys off by saying button lobster because it's like Benjamin Button, but no, that I made.
You're hoping for some like deep psyche stuff.
Turritopsis jellyfish is a teeny tiny little jellyfish, smaller than a human's pinky nail, and are genetically identical to a lot of their peers. This is
Cute.
because many of the jellyfish come from one fertilized egg. So once they turn into adults, if they are faced with any kind of stress,
Mm.
be that starvation, environmental stress, or predators, they can leap back in their development process and transform back into a polyp. And a polyp is just like a little baby, jellyfish. And then once they do that, they can spawn a bunch more genetically identical adults.
That's
Um,
so weird.
yeah, and this process
Wow.
is called transdifferentiation, and obviously it's of utmost interest to scientists. And it's a process by which a specialized adult cell can transform into an entirely different specialized cell for a different tissue, effectively making this jellyfish immortal. And not only immortal, it can just spawn more of itself. So
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Oh
Uh,
my God. They're
yeah,
ahead of their time.
this for real. But like the thing is, they don't. Can they even think? They don't deserve it. They can't even like think. They can't put
They
some
don't
thought
even know
together.
what they're doing.
Yeah, they. Come on, can't humans
They
or like
don't
a
even
monkey?
realize how cool they are.
Yeah, seriously. I wish like a non-brainless animal could do that. That'd be kind of fun. But all right, question 3. I hope this is question. Yes, it is. Okay. While not being the only animal to be able to detect UV light, it is perhaps the least expected animal to have the ability. A.
Okay.
Ferrets. B. Reindeer. C. Dogs. Or D. All of the above.
Ooh.
That's a tough one, but I'm gonna say A, ferrets.
A. Ferrets. Okay.
I'm gonna say all of the above.
Okay. Well, Jordy, you got another point because it was
Oh
all of
my
the above.
god.
Not me using like test like strategy
Yes.
every time all of the above is it. I just go with it.
So small animals like mice and bats have actual UV vision. They can clearly see UV light. But reindeer, dogs, cats, pigs, cows, ferrets, and many other mammals can detect UV with their short blue cones in their eyes. This is mostly useful
Mm.
for animals trying to find prey because the sun has a lot of UV light coming off of it. If something's blocking that light or reflecting that light, you can like see it very clearly. Um, so from what I could find, humans are actually kind of the weird ones because we're some of the only animals that can't detect UV light. But all hope is not lost because if you just do something as simple as removing your lens from your eyeball, you can detect UV light. So
Wow.
something
Whoa.
worth considering, getting your
Okay.
lens surgically removed.
Yeah. Good little
Final question.
superpower.
Yeah. Final question. Um, I don't know if we should make this for all the marbles or not, but we'll do it anyway. This bird is known for its incredible ability to reproduce sounds it hears even better than a parrot. These can include human speech, music, or even car alarms. A. The Southern Screamer. B. Mockingjay. C. Great Potu. Or D. A lyrebird.
Whoa.
What was the third one?
Great Potu. Potu? Patu? I think it's Patu, maybe?
Beats me.
Okay.
Um, this is a guess. I'm gonna just go with C.
Great Patu. Okay.
I was also gonna go with C, but isn't this for all the marbles?
Uh,
I'm just gonna go
That's
with
so
C.
fun.
okay.
It could be. We'll
Yeah,
see.
we'll see what happens. Um, let's. It was, but it doesn't make much of a difference because you guys are both wrong.
Oh.
It was D, the lyrebird. And these motherfuckers are kind of ugly. They look kind of like a pheasant and are native to southeastern Australia. According to the Australian Museum, about 80% of the song consists of expert mimicry with both and what? Sorry, this is a quote direct from a website from the Australian Museum website. With both and conjoined together in a rousing medley. Uh,
Wow.
Sounds
Whoa.
can include anything heard in the bird's immediate surroundings, such as chainsaws, car engines, dog barks, and local native birds. The superb lyrebird also emits a series of whistles and cackling notes that are used as territorial calls as well as loud alarm shrieks. So it can just accurately reproduce just about any sound it hears, which is insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That is I think we have a clear winner. I believe Jordy might have won. So
Wow.
I know.
I'm so excited for my
Yeah.
Ben t-shirt.
Yes, I know you really wanted this. So
I fought for that.
We all have one. We
Yeah,
just don't have that edition.
Yeah, you have a special edition tie-dye version.
What?
Yeah, we all have the white version, just a white shirt with Ben's face on it, but you have a very special edition. Now,
Oh my gosh, I'm so honored.
So one more thing, if you guys want to, do you guys want? Okay, Jordy, do you know what are the odds is?
Yes, I think yes.
Okay. So we play what are the odds at the end of every episode. Would you like to play it? You don't have to.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just for our viewers, I need to explain what are the odds is. What are the odds is a combination of a dare and a bet. There's an odds asker and an odds setter, or otherwise known as the victim. The odds asker asks the victim to do a dare, and the victim gets to set their own likelihood of having to do the dare by setting a number. The higher the number, the less likely they are the victim is to have to do the dare. A third party counts down from 3, 3, 2, 1, and the odds asker and the victim say a number between 1 and the number they said at the same time. If they say the same number, the victim has to do the dare. That is my explanation that I say on every episode. So, do you have one that you want to do, or do you want some time to think about it?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys have like a?
I have a goofy one
favorite?
for you, but I don't want to just immediately ask you one. Our guest,
So are we all gonna give each other one?
Yeah, everybody gives one person.
Okay.
One. Yes.
Okay.
Ben, do you have one?
I have one that I could ask either one of you.
Okay, I have one for Jordy, so you can ask me.
Okay. Gabe, what are the odds that you text the 11th person in your contacts and say, did you know that the spiny-tailed mouse can shed 60% of its skin in a predatory situation?
And then can I send that emoji you sent me?
The moon emoji?
No. The this one?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Follow it up with that.
Okay, I'll say 10. I'll say 10.
Okay. Jordy, would you like to give us a 3, 2, 1 countdown?
Okay. Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
7.
1. Okay.
Oh.
All right, Jordy, I have one for you.
All right.
Since you just won a Ben shirt, a shirt with Ben's face on it, what are the odds that you have to wear the Ben shirt in at least one shot in your next YouTube video?
Let's say 5.
5? Okay.
Oh, man.
Count us down.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
4.
4.
Oh. Wow. I'm gonna be on the channel.
You're gonna be
You're gonna be on the channel and you're getting promoted.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's so funny.
That's
oh
wonderful.
My gosh.
Okay. All right.
Thanks for being willing to do that
Yeah,
as an odds.
seriously.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I love being a little silly. Love having a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
That's what
Being a
this
little bit
podcast is all
goofball.
about.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'll ask Ben one.
Yes.
Okay.
They're hard to think of.
They really are.
Yeah, you have to get really creative, huh?
Yeah.
What are the odds? What are the odds, Ben, you watch and give a short review in the next podcast episode on the Bratz Genie Magic movie?
Wow.
Like a 1-sentence review.
Wow.
It was
okay.
good.
That's funny. I'll I'll just say 3.
Oh.
I'll keep it low.
Okay, we're
Alright.
keeping it fun.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
count us down.
All right,
3, 2, 1.
2.
2.
All right.
Unprecedented.
Wow, that was a good round.
Yeah, dang.
It was.
Okay. Well, please, Jordy, please plug everything that you can in this.
Oh yes,
yeah.
yes. My YouTube channel is Jordy McNeil. My Instagram is Jordy McNeil.
Yes.
My TikTok is Jordy's Lore.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
All right, cool. And then that's McNeil with 2 L's, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. When I first contacted you on the RWAT, I accidentally spelled it with 1 L, and I was like, oh shit, and I deleted it.
No, it's totally okay. I'm so used to it because it doesn't make sense. Why is there 2? It's so unnecessary.
It's unique. It's a part of your brand.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you so much again for joining us. You have an amazing YouTube channel. I've been binging with my girlfriend. It's awesome.
Aw, thank you.
And like, given how new you are, like with this channel to the platform, you've been doing great. So I look forward to seeing what you do for the future. So,
Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm so honored to be here. You guys are so awesome.
thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, Future Gabe here again. We were going to record some segments after this with the other guys, but this ended up actually being just around a perfect length for one of our podcast episodes. So I just want to reiterate again, please check out Jordy's links in the description. And I have a message from Gunner. The sneak peek of our next episode is meatballs. So we have that to look forward to. All right, bye.